In this video, I'm going to show you how to find profitable 3D prints to sell in less than 20 minutes. And I'm going to be doing that in the hunting niche specifically. So my name is Mike. I run 3D Printing Profits on School. It's a school community. And pretty much what I do is I teach people how to make their first 100 3D print sales in 90 days. And that's with selling online. So let me quickly share my screen and get you guys locked in. So first of all, here's my community. I just have a bunch of people trying to sell 3D prints, My goal is to help you get your first 100 sales. I've managed that myself. I've sold over 100 on Etsy. It took me 116 days. And I've also sold over 100 units on Amazon itself. So in order to find 3D prints, what you want to do is use Thingiverse, use Etsy, and Keyword Finder. The reason we use Thingiverse is a quick shortcut into existing 3D prints, and we can find new ideas from that very quickly. Etsy, we want to find, obviously we're selling on Etsy, so this is where we find pretty much the competition and other listings, and you can find more ideas there too. And Keyword Finder is where you look at keyword volume to see how in demand or how often people search for these keywords, right? So what I'll do first of all is go to Thingiverse, and we're in a hunting niche. So what I like to do, you could either type in your niche directly on Thingiverse, or you can go to Google. You can type in hunting products, for example. And what I would do is go straight to like a kind of retailer in the niche. Just one is enough. We're just going to be finding different products in the niche, right? So just write hunting, your niche up top. Okay, so that's convenient. So ammo holders, these are the different products they have, right? So antler shed mount. Okay, interesting. So antler shed mount. So skull cap mount. Okay, interesting. So these are keywords that we're going to be searching for. And we want to have it in want to be thinking about 3D printing while we're this. So butt hook combo. So I'm not in myself, so I'm pretty much going to be learning this as I go along. We have ammo holders. What else do we have? Tree stand and trail markers. Okay, so let's you just want to kind of build up a simple like collection. So I'd like to go to bestsellers. It makes sense to go to where the volume is. And then we want to go to best selling and see what is actually selling the most. This looks like it's mostly apparel, I think. So that's not really what we're looking for. We can come up with that. Yeah, because it's got hunting gear and apparel, but this one probably be better here. Hunting gear, hunting supplies, and equipment. Okay, so we have hunting, shooting, fishing, blah, blah, all that good stuff. See tree stands again. It looks like they have the specific types. Hunting accessories. So you can be writing down all these keywords, for example, binoculars, might be some kind of 3D printed attachment. Let's see, binoculars, how do you spell it? Archery. Yep. So arrows. So yeah, arrows, archery. So we can be looking at these keywords. But yeah, you get the point. So what I want to do is start to search up these things in Thingiverse and look for existing files. So we kind of okay, so we have some wall mounts for antlers. It seems to be quite a popular thing. I'm guessing it's going to be quite saturated. Tool hook for lifetime shared. Okay. And we can go kind of straight to Etsy as well. Basically, this process is get the idea, search Thingiverse, search Etsy, and then we can look at the keyword demand if we need to as well. So yeah, it looks like there's a few listings and wall mount clamp. What you can do is start to click into these listings. This looks like it's going to be quite saturated, so I would be avoiding this item. I go straight to reviews, 26 reviews in demand. So there is demand for this kind of item, right? People want to be able to mount their antlers in their shed. Simple. Okay, so simple mount. Put your antlers on there. That's cool. Same idea. So all of these are pretty much doing the same thing, just different designs. This one's more of a clamp. It's interesting. So there's definitely demand for this product. Like people are buying it. Obviously there's a Thingiverse listing there. The cool thing is we can actually take some of these listings, and if there's a commercial license, then you can sell it. This one says non-commercial. You just look out for this money sign with the cross through it, and that just means that you can't sell it, right? And same way you can find other items, other ideas that people have printed. So this is more fishing, right? Which is not the same as hunting, obviously. But we can have a quick look. Got silencer, 3D printed air gun. Interesting. This one's also non-commercial. But the good thing is you can just use them for ideas, and then you can search it up on Etsy, see if there's competition there, right? So what else can we look for? We'll cross out the shed skull cap mount. This one I'm not too sure about, but let's have a look. Skull keycap. Let's do control find for mount. On heads display mounts. Okay. GoPro, T-Rex. Okay, so it's different kind of mounts, T-Rex stuff. It's interesting. So not much there. And the key thing is we're just gonna go through, different ideas and eventually find something, right? This butt hook thing. It might be a specific kind of like print, anchor hook. Not too much that I can see on Thingiverse. Let's go for bow. Bow should have a lot more. It's a lot more broad. Okay, so people are actually selling the bows, miniature compound bow. Let's have a look on Etsy. Okay. Type in miniature. So we have some of these, miniature recurve. Okay. Interesting. What's this here? Okay, it's got 21 monthly reviews. You can click into this. Compound bow. Okay. No video to show us. A product like this should definitely have a video. Oh, is it a stand? That's pretty cool. Compound bow stand. That's an idea, right? Let's go to keyword finder. Let's look up the volume for compound bow stand. You can also do bow stand. Let's open up another one. Bow stand. So I'd write that idea down, right? And we just found that by searching up miniature compound bow. Scroll down and we found the bow stand. It's got some volume. Continue kind of looking through. Okay, arrow holder. That's a good one. Arrow holder. What's this? A crossbow toy. It's got 4 monthly sales. A bow holder as well. Kind of similar to stand, right? I'll put bow holder here. Let's go back to keyword keg and see the volume. So compound bow stand has 720 monthly searches. So what I do here is I go and just paste that in, and next to it, I just put 720 just to keep track of it. This one is another term. So you want to get all the terms that you can find. Just put a volume next to it. Compound bow kickstand. Cool. And then we got the other search, bow stand. Okay, so we have bow stand, 3900, bow stand archery, 390, bow stand holder, 260. So these are some good volume here. Bow stand recurve, so that's a specific type of bow. Both stand for ground blind. It's 90. So you just want to kind of go through all of these terms. And for example, we might do bow stand for compound bow, like we saw before, right? This was a compound bow. And just search it back on Etsy and have a look. So now we're actually looking at bow stands rather than like the bows itself, right? So obviously you've got the one that we saw originally. This one looks like it's a bit more popular, right? 32 monthly sales. This one looks good too. Compound bow kickstand. So now we're starting to see some activity, right? Okay, this looks pretty cool. Go to the reviews. So there's 77 reviews. And with Etsy, an interesting thing that a lot of people don't know, you want to basically times the number of reviews by 5. And that's going to give you the average kind of number of sales. So 77 times 5, 385 sales. And so it's 389 here, which is very, very close to 4 off. And this is like kind of an estimate, but it's not too off usually. You can see it's in 20 baskets, pretty popular. It's 24 months old. So what I will do is I take this listing and add that in our notes. Let's write down 77 reviews just to show kind of how popular it is. And what I like to do is I will take the product name and put it at the top. So this is a product name. Then we've got the keywords for the products. I'll put it underneath. Bow stand, yeah, let's delete that. And then I have the items on Etsy. So you got product name, keywords and volume, and then current selling products. And that way you just build up a list of, 5 to 10 of these, and you can start to kind of validate and see the competition, see if there's any space for you to add your own kind of version of it. There's another one. I think this is a bit different because it's a kickstand, which makes it a bit different, right? So we had the compound bow kickstand with 10 monthly searches. Bow stand holder could go under because quite similar. But yeah, you get the idea on that. And then you just want to kind of keep on moving through, you don't want to spend too long on just one item pretty much. So next up, we have the ammo holders. So I go to Thingiverse first. Ammo holder. Okay, 9mm. Cool. So I got ammo. Let's do arrow holder. Sorry, arrow holder. Yeah, I think I had ammo from before. So arrow was the one I was looking at. So yeah, we've got some arrow holders here. Just start to click into these and just have a look at the actual listing. Arrow stand. And what we can do is look for ones that have the commercial license. So this one looks good to sell. You just have to give attribution. This is good to sell. This is good to sell. This is good to sell. And what I like to do, it's a cool little trick, is go to comments and you can pretty much find some kind of nice tips. So like that, it would have been nice to know how big arrows can fit in the holder. So it sounds like small holes there, right? Also, you could just scale up, or you could do a nice little edit yourself if you know how to do a bit of STL work. So same thing, we can kind of just look at these, look at the comments, you get the idea. And what I like to do is I'd save Thingiverse links as well in my notes. So there's a new product, ammo holder. I'm going to have the keywords. So let's have a search for, what was it, arrow holder. So the format is the product name. Then we're going to get the keywords in. And then we're going to get the Etsy links. And you can also do Thingiverse links for commercial listings. So pretty much you're going to have a nice, very nice selection of different product ideas that actually have demand and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much rinse and repeat that. You know, when you looked at the retailer site, you had so many different ideas of different products. You can go through and search up all of these. Now we've got obviously some ideas here. I don't want to go through all of them for this video, just so we can keep it short. So we've got some nice volume here. I'll put arrow here. It should be arrow. Now we have arrow holder. That's got 1600. Got arrow holder for bow. That's a bit different. Arrow holder for bow. So that's like more specifically to attach to the bow, it sounds like. And then you have the arrow holder. So what you can do is just go to Google and you can search up that. So you see that's got the strap. It has the bow. So this is more like actively holding the arrows with the bow. You can see there. Cool. And continue with the keywords and just kind of go through, you just want to think about which keywords would make sense. You don't just want to kind of throw up any keywords. Like think about, okay, what is the person thinking of when they're searching this? And like, what does the person want specifically? And if it makes sense for the product that we have as a title, then include that in as well. So yeah, pretty much go through that process and you can have a list of, 5 to 10 actual products. You got the product name, you got the demand, you got the Etsy links to show that people are buying it. Write down the number of views and then keep in the Thingiverse links for reference for you to actually, potentially download and sell these if it has a commercial license. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful for you guys to kind of understand the process on how it works to find profitable 3D prints. And yeah, obviously feel free to join the Discord community. Let me just get that up one more time. Any kind of questions that you have about the process with finding profitable 3D prints or any other kind of questions that you have, definitely feel free to join in the community and ask. You can send me a direct message. Just hit my name, go to the chat box, and you can pretty much ask me any question. So yeah, man, appreciate that. And yeah, we'll end it there. Take care, guys.